In this video, I'll be telling you how a monk uses these 7 virtues to make their lives better and more meaningful, and how you can use these 7 virtues to make yourself a better person and have more meaning to your life. So, the first virtue represents the mind as a garden. If you nourish a garden just like your mind, with positive thoughts, it will blossom. But if you don't tend to do it, then peace and inner harmony will forever elude you. Allowing negative thoughts into your mind is equivalent to dumping toxic waste onto your garden. Here are some techniques that you can use to flourish the mind in positive thoughts and in harmony. The heart of the rose. Focus on the center of a rose and look at it with mindfulness. As a rose is just like the journey of a life. It begins with some thorns, but eventually it will blossom into a beautiful flower. Opposition thinking. Replacing any negative thoughts with more positive ones. The secret to the lake. Create a mental image in your mind's eye of how you want to envision yourself in the future. They would travel to a lake early in the morning, and they would gaze into the water and visualize how they wanted to act and be throughout the day. Okay, so the second virtue is life purpose. This symbolizes an ancient teaching for enlightenment living. The purpose of life is a life of purpose. Find out what your dharma is. Setting clearly defined goals and priorities for every aspect of your life, and then have the courage to act upon them. Here are some techniques that the ancient monks used to use to find out their dharma and to achieve their goals. Writing down your goals. Take a sheet of paper and write down your goals. We think about 60,000 thoughts per day. By writing down your goals, it sends a red flag to your subconscious, telling it that this thought is more important than the remaining 59,999,000. Public pledge. To help you follow through with your goals, the sages would go around telling everyone that they would go a week without food or think only positive thoughts. This in turn reinforces the goal and gives you the character to act upon it. The magic rule of 21. If you stick with the habit for 21 days, your brain has enough time to develop the neural pathways to strengthen this habit. Ritual performing. Performing a certain task at the same time and place every day. This will quickly build it and turn it into a habit. The third virtue represents Kaizen, or constant improvement. It means never-ending improvement. All improvement begins within. Here are some techniques you can use to improve yourself. Facing your fears. Fear is nothing more than a mental thought created in our minds. Fear can be easily erased as it came about. Push yourself daily to do things that you're afraid of and live with limitless enthusiasm. Renew yourself. Just like a car on a road trip that needs to take a break and refill its gas supply, your mind also needs some time throughout the day to renew itself. The fourth virtue is to live with discipline. The virtue of self-discipline is represented with a wire cable. A wire cable consists of many thin, tiny wires placed one on top of the other. Alone, each one is flimsy and weak, but together, their sum is much greater than their constituent parts, and the cable becomes tougher than iron. Self-control and willpower are similar to this. When spiderwebs unite, they tie up a lion. Some techniques you can use to discipline yourself is to eat healthy. When you eat healthy, you are taking control of your mind and making better decisions. Instead of eating what seems to taste better, you're eating what's better for your body. Exercise. Being active throughout the day is one good way to take charge of your mind. Even if it may feel uncomfortable, exercising is a good way to practice discipline. Develop a better mindset. You might think your mindset is one of the hardest things for you to change. But with disciplines come practice, and the more you practice to develop a better mindset, the more your mindset will change. The fifth virtue is to respect your time. Your time is one of the most valuable things that you have. You can put it towards anything you desire. It is important that you utilize your time to maximize your days instead of literally wasting your time on useless activities. Some techniques you can do to respect your time is putting yourself first. Putting yourself first shows that you're willing to have time for yourself. We each have time to do something with our lives, like going to the gym or even walking our dogs. Do not overcommit. Sometimes we tend to give everyone everything they ask for, and it leaves us with no time for ourselves. If you feel like you don't have the time to do something for someone, then do not do it. Stop saying that you should. Asking yourself if you should do something can be a waste of your time and can also develop into a habit of doubting situations. It's either you do it or do not do it. And the sixth virtue is selflessly serving others. Helping others makes you feel better than what they were given or what they received from you. It improves your overall mood, knowing that you did something good to make someone happy or you made someone's day. Techniques that you can use to selflessly serve others are to be more outgoing. Putting yourself out there and talking to people can make someone know that there are people who will be there for them in any given situation. Complimenting. Giving a compliment to someone might just be what they need to have a good day. You never know what you can accomplish by giving someone a compliment and by being positive. Inspiring people and giving knowledge. We each have a certain amount of knowledge, and when we give and share that knowledge with other people around us, it could be just what they're looking for to make their lives better. Seventh and final virtue is to embrace the present. The seventh virtue represents embracing the present because it helps you to stay focused and positive throughout your day and enjoy rather than worrying about the past or focusing too much on the future. There's a saying that goes by, the past is a memory, the future is a mystery, but the present is a gift. But some techniques that you can use to embrace the present are to take a walk. Taking a walk or going outside is a good way to show your appreciation and to embrace what the present has brought. Try to take a walk in the morning or even just go outside. Less phone time. Our phones can be addicting at times and could also be a distraction that stops us from doing something better with our lives. By distancing ourselves from our phones, we're open to the real world and more opportunities that lies ahead of us. Less news. We tend to watch the news to see what's going on in the world today, but the news can be very worrisome and leave us in constant fear. Try to watch the news less and embrace the moment you have now. And these are all the 7 virtues that can help you to make your life better and more meaningful. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also hit the like button as well. And thank you for watching.